What's up, Docs Daily? It is Tuesday, February 3rd. We are live in full effect. I'm joined, as always, Tuesdays, Griffin Murphy and Tony George. Nobody told me it was No Hat Tuesday. Nobody wants to smoke. I can take it off, but I got a haircut on Saturday. That's the appointment's coming Saturday. Don't worry, folks.
I got too much dome up here.
Like just
I got
right
too
there.
much dome. I mean, that's a lot of real estate right there. I'm in trouble.
I'm not right now. This is
I
how I really look on a daily basis. Oh.
Yeah, bro, this is so weird for me. I've worn
you look like that. You look like that at the bar. You look like that at the bar last time I saw you.
Yeah, well, pretty much, man. It gets a little stressful during the NHL season. I don't tell you.
I've been wearing hats for 10 years. This is so weird for me, and I've had long hair for 15. We're adapting to change.
Hair. I like it. Don't forget, you could also have long hair and a free $60 account. Links in the description of the video. I can't guarantee you the hair, but I can guarantee the free 60. New customers, DocSports.com/free60. It's a way to try us out. Use that on any handicapper you want over at the website. Split it between these two guys. Anybody you want over at the website. It's a way to use them. Try them out, basically. See somebody that maybe you might not think that you would like their picks or be on the same wavelength as them. This is a great way to try them out. Links in the description of the video. Click it, take you right over there. We got a lot of college basketball on today. I don't know how I feel about the NBA and the NHL, and me are on iffy speaking terms right now. So, Griffin Murphy, what do you got going on?
Yeah, dude, I've been on a heater as of late. I'm 7-3 my last 10 college hoops plays. I've got a 7-unit selection late in the Mountain West at 11 o'clock Eastern time tonight. 9-4 in my last 13 props for about $2,000 in profit. We're pretty much hot across all sports. We caught a spark earlier on last week, and we've been kind of playing real small, collecting bankroll. And this week I'm looking to kind of pound. Saturday we drilled our UFC top fight, and then yesterday I had the Pacers in the NBA 7-unit, and that covered as well. So looking forward to tonight's college hoops play at 7 p.m. or 11 p.m. Eastern time tonight, Lenny.
Tony George, how about you?
Won 4 out of my last 5 cards in college basketball. I've got a 3-pack today, like a 3, 4, and a 2-unit play, so a 9-unit card. Missed a 6-unit yesterday by single point on North Carolina. NCC in that one over Maryland, Baltimore County, and just laid 3, won by 2. Hit Boston University over Holy Cross easy. Been nailing a lot of these small conference ones, all small conference stuff tonight. 4-unit hockey, won last night with the Nashville over. Got 1 tonight. The board looks a little tricky in the NHL, but I do have 1 60-minute line that's going to be just because it's a 4-unit play doesn't mean it doesn't have value. I just don't shove it in 6 and 7 and 8-unit plays. You know, Griffin's got a great 7-unit play tonight in college basketball. Matter of fact, I know what game it is. And nonetheless, that's fine. This wasn't strong enough for me to take a position on it of a top play position. But, you know, like Griff will tell you, Scott Spreitzer, Vernon, anybody will tell you, August, anybody over there, when you have a 6 or 7-unit play or a game of the year, every box has to be checked.
Of course.
Right.
Of course. Favor.
Maybe even double checked.
And then even bigger than that, you got to have the right line because you're betting numbers. You're not betting games. So not every box, but about 80% of them were checked for one side tonight. And then a 2-pack in the NBA prop market. I didn't like the NBA tonight, but I got a couple of freebies if you want them.
Bring them.
I like Denver tonight over Lenny's Pistons. I just think Denver's a better team. You know, Duran's been doing a lot, and I'd probably go under with Duran for points, assists, and rebounds for Detroit in that game. Because if you don't have Jokic in there. You got Valanciunas running around too. He's lurking. It's hard to get points in the paint and rebounds off those guys. And Denver coming off, they're 17-9 against the spread on the road. 4.5 is too many. I just like Denver in that game. And I also, believe it or not, I like Philadelphia tonight against Golden State. Everybody's going to be pounding Golden State because Philly played last night. You know, no Butler, that hurts them. No Curry and Butler tonight, that hurts Golden State. I think Philadelphia's a better team. I think Maxey goes off, you know, and Embiid can do his thing. I like Philly catching. They're up to 3.5 now.
Yeah.
I'm looking over at this one. 8:00 Eastern start. We've got the Celtics rolling into Dallas. So the Celtics, they're on back-to-back. So tonight they've got Dallas, obviously, and then tomorrow they've got Houston. So a lot of public speculation is going to be looking at this as this is a look-ahead spot for Boston. Dallas, they're just not a good team this year. They're 9-30 on the season. Boston, they're on a heater right now. Their median is strong. It's not heavily exceeded at 8-2. It's 7-3, which is a decent median. 2-game winning streak, so it really doesn't pop out at you. And their 15-10 road record really isn't extremely impressive considering last year. And then you've got Dallas just 500 at home, currently on a 4-game losing streak, just going straight down the tube right now. I'd lay the points with Boston in this one. I also like Boston in tomorrow's matchup as well as a free play. I just made it on YouTube. That's why I'm correlated really well with this play right now.
Oh, I saw that video, and I liked everywhere you were going with that. I like Boston tonight, and I'll be honest with you, I wanted to try and find a 2-team reason to get involved in a parlay with Boston and somebody else, and I couldn't. I don't like the NBA. Tony George, I think the Nuggets are a live dog in that game, to be honest with you. Jalen Duren, just so you know, just got announced to the All-Star team. First time ever. You don't think that boy was out last night, baby? A little tippy, whoop, whoop, whoop. And now he's in Detroit. You know, I mean, those boys partied. They're young and dumb.
He might have had one. He might have had 2 girls instead of one. He can be real tired.
I mean, he could be real tired. I mean, I don't have no confirmed sources. I could probably make some text messages, make some calls here, but I don't want to know. Like, the less I know, the better off. Then I don't have to testify to nothing. I'm just saying, could have been a long night for the Pistons last couple nights anyway. So I like the Nuggets tonight. And the NHL, to your point, I think there's 3, 6, 7 games on. I think 5 of them have potential to be overtime games.
Yeah,
I really do. It's a tricky game. And you can look at odds. Like, I use DraftKings for draw odds all the time. Anything at 300 under, that's like a pretty juiced favorite. They're normally like 310, 320. If you see a draw at 280, that means they're expecting that shit to go into overtime.
Yeah.
And it's still plus 280. I mean, it's good money. There's some draws out there, though, to take a look at there in the NHL. There's a few good games out there. There could be a lot of goals scored today, too.
I like a dog in the NHL tonight. I like Ottawa. They're rolling into Carolina. The market's already fronting. They've got Ottawa, so there's 3 games that tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and that's the Senators, Canes, Caps, Flyers, and Blue Jackets and Devils. And they're fronting the -170 with the Hurricanes, harder than any other line. Obviously, first game on the board. Senators, they come into this game hot right now. The total's at 6.5, so that tells us there's going to be goals scored in this matchup. This team's won 4 consecutive games. They're 6-2-2 in their last 10 games, and they're playing well on the road with a 13-11-3 record. Obviously, everybody's going to be all over the Canes in this one, probably on 60-minute regulation to get that thing probably around plus 100. I think this is a dog play. I'd go with Senators on this one. I like them plus money in this.
I liked I think it was I looked real hard at Columbus today against New Jersey too. I'm in action on that. But I maybe over I lean over, but I like I always look for the tastiest dog before I start getting on the 60-minute, and I thought that was a tasty one. You know,
that's the only game I don't have action on is the Blue Jackets and the Devils today, for real. That Sabres Lightning game is going to be a good game too. The Buffalo Sabres are the youngest team in the NHL.
Yeah,
nobody told them they're supposed to suck. Nobody told them they're playing from Buffalo, and they are just steamrolling people.
Yeah.
But the Lightning have played really well too at home. They just came off that big. Did you guys watch the goalie fight that we had the other day? And it was Tampa Bay's goalie.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
It was the outdoor series. They played at the Buccaneers Stadium, Raymond James.
Yeah.
And there was a fight, and it was ridiculousness, like for real. But it was comical to a certain point. But there's some good hockey on tonight. Some really good hockey.
They're going to take a long break during the Olympics too. You're not going to see it.
20 days.
How much?
20.
Yeah, I was going to say 3 weeks without hockey. I mean, that's going
to. Everybody plays February 5th, Thursday. They play today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Everybody will play. Yeah. And then they're off till February 20th for the Olympic break. Keep in mind, me and Nick Mencken actually are working out a video for Olympic hockey. Give you guys some differences because there's different ice size. There's some different rules. There's point system. It's tournament brackets, group play. It's almost like soccer meets hockey.
Yeah.
In the Olympics, it's going to be some weird different stuff, but there'll be opportunities to bet. You can take USA minus 3.5 goals first game right now. Let's go.
What the hell, by the way, is going on Sunday? Oh, there's Super Bowl.
Yeah, there's something. I heard there's a football game. I forgot.
I wanted to give a heads up. Nick Mencken and I did Doc Sports Prop Madness show for about 75% of the season. I had somebody reach out and said that we hit 67% of our picks on that show. A guy reached out to me, how come you don't do the show anymore? Why don't you do one for basketball? And I go, well, that good, and we're going to start starching. We're going to start starching. Like Griff and I, first year of doing the gridiron, we hit 68% over 113 games. But for free, I might add. But Nick and I are doing a Super Bowl edition tomorrow.
Yep.
Wednesday, and we're going to tape that about 11 Central in the morning, so that'll be up later tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I got to call Nick today and make sure he'll get out of bed for it. But
he should be pulling in here any minute. He should be.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to be doing that, and of course, usually at the website, prop cards come out day of game. We're going to be able to put them out Thursday. So you got some time to bet them. Now, the one caveat is if you buy the card that day, you need to print it out or write them all down because it recycles the next day for our guarantee program. It's kind of an admin thing, but it won't be available to you once you buy it after 24 hours. So they're not changing, but it makes it re-available for the next day. So we'll have those. Some guys will have it out day of game. Because the one thing about it is, for you guys that are on the prop year package, once you lock it in on Thursday, we can't put any props in until the game's over. Means no NBA props for me Thursday through Sunday. So, but last year, Tim played prop card. I went 9-1 and hit a 7 uni in the Super Bowl. So be sure and be looking for those. One-sided action. I just was reading a tweet from a guy that works out in Vegas that is a sports writer. He polled 10 sportsbook managers on what they are betting themselves in the Super Bowl. 9-1. 9 took Seattle, only 1 took the Patriots. And all the sharp action's been on them too. Total's about right, but I'll have a 6-unit position on that game.
I have
went down a little bit.
7-unit first half position on that game as well.
You're gonna have.
I don't like the full. I don't like the full game. Just for the reasons you said, everybody's on Seattle. Sharp money's on Seattle. They're the better team, honestly, rolling into this game. 4.5 point spread, Super Bowl. It's too many points for me. I like the first half. There's definitely value in the first half line. I have a total.
Doesn't it all seem a little easy though? Like they're the better team.
Seattle,
everybody's betting Seattle. Like
you would think that the Sharps would all be all over the points over the fall number of 3 in the Super Bowl. You would think, and
Mm-hmm.
they haven't been. And I've been listening to a lot of VSiN, you know, a couple other gambling podcasts that I respect, and there's a lot of these sharps that they just can't get there with New England. And, you know, they make good arguments. Now, anything can happen, obviously. They didn't get there by accident. You know, I hear, and you keep talking about their effing schedule.
They can't control that.
They beat the shit out of everybody that was a weak sister. And they're very physical. I've mentioned that to Griffin numerous times this year. We've had conversations off the air. And I go, man, this is a physical team. Watch them play. They're physical. And you know, we all know Seattle is. So they match up well from the physicality standpoint.
And we definitely can't strip anything away from Drake May and what he's done this season. He's been one of arguably the best quarterback in the NFL all season long. And then goes toe-and-toe, Sam Darnold. He's been absolutely sensational as well this season. So there's a lot of pinpoints to look at in this game. Not saying there's not value, but the prop market is definitely going to be heavily loaded for my card as well. And then first half, I have a total that I really like that I have circled up right now. But again, it's a weird full game system. It definitely is. This one could go either
already way. Into my props.
Yeah.
What sheet you want to go to? I'm already right away. I'm telling you, I took
you in pools yet, Lenny?
I took the head. Oh, I'm on so many squares.
He told me off the air he was looking on the sheet for next year's props for the Lions to win the Super Bowl.
It's on the back. It's always on the back.
That's the only thing right here. Mitch's bet since he got it.
Right here, first bet I got right here, top of the page. Not top of the page. They're fifth down. The Detroit Lions, right there.
Where's Kansas City?
12-1. Kansas City. Hold on, you made me take my glasses.
12-1's not even
15-1. Kansas City and the Bears. Hold on, I got to go down to the bottom for the Bears. I'm just kidding.
More like the top guy. More like the top guy.
No, you're in the middle. You're down in the middle. You're 20-1.
Yeah.
20-1 for the Bears.
20-1 and Detroit's 12-1.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of a big deal, bro.
Yeah. Last season, you guys proved that.
Well,
Dan Campbell's coaching looks really efficient.
That's what happened. I told you know, I warned Lenny, and it's going to be interesting to see how this
I hate when he's right.
With a lot of teams, but when you lose an offensive and a defensive coordinator, and they're both good enough to get hired as head coaches, the following year you're going to take a step back. You're going to have regression.
We saw it this year. We saw it the whole year. The offense was never fully put together. The defense was never fully put together. The play calling was completely far superiorly different. Every single angle. It was bad coaching. Lenny, what are you going to say? You guys didn't even make playoffs. You were probably one of the worst teams in our division. What happened? Let's go.
I got nothing, bro. Tiger baseball.
Pitchers
and catchers reporting like 2 weeks.
I'm still hurting from the Bears, bro. I'm still hurting, man. I'm still seeing reels on my phone. I'm crying in bed at night. It's killing me, dude.
I'm gonna worry about you next season when you guys are out of it. Like when you're the bottom of our division. I'm gonna check on you. Make sure you're okay.
I'm worried too. I will say I'm worried too. We found a lot of ways to win this year.
Somebody asked about thoughts on any coaching hires in the NFL. Any new coaches stand out to you guys?
I think for as smart as a guy as John Harbaugh is, him picking up Matt Nagy, that's not a great hire. That's a lot of the reasons Kansas City was he was a shitty offensive coordinator. And he was calling most of the plays. Now, we got Eric Bieniemy back here in Kansas City, but Griffin also had some experience with Nagy as head coach at Chicago. I don't think that's a great hire for New York, and I think that also the McCarthy hire in Pittsburgh is a total joke.
That's so dumb.
I mean, do we even have to talk about the McCarthy hire? I don't know who.
Who's hiring this guy? Like, who keeps doing this? Like, I don't understand. Who's the guy on the resume? Man. Who's the guy that he puts down as a resume, like as a reference check? And they call and they're like, yeah, he's great in the locker room. Who's the guy that does that? Stop calling that.
He wins the Super Bowl. The only reason he head coached a team that won a Super Bowl is he had Aaron Rodgers in his prime.
Yep.
It's like Mac Brown in college football. The only reason he ever won a national title is he had Vince Young at quarterback. Vince Young could have won a national title at frickin' Tulane. He was that good of a – he was like a Tommy Frazier that Nebraska had that we were played for it 3 years in a row and won 2 of them. I mean, just one of those magical college football players. But at the end of the day, what – he sucked moose dick when he was in Dallas. I mean, they were falling for his head nonstop down there for 4 years before they finally he had clock management.
When he was with Green Bay for 2-3 years, everyone, when are they getting rid of this guy? I
wanted him to stay.
Dallas picked him up, and then
I wanted him to stay so bad.
Shit.
I wanted him to stay so bad. I'm like,
keep
him forever.
Of course, forever.
I want that too.
He looked like a pinata in that press conference. That boy's been eating some ho-hos, some Twinkies.
I mean,
watching chicken wings. That boy needs to get in the weight room. I thought I was waiting for him to explode, like a bunch of gravy come out.
He's a little poofy. John Harbaugh, does he really make the Giants legit? Maybe.
He makes them better.
I like it.
They have a young running back. They have a pretty, I don't want to say decent defense, but I feel like he could maybe wrangle that locker room. Because
overall, the guy's got a proven track record of winning.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that.
Right.
Joe Brady,
good hire.
Joe Brady in Buffalo. You mean you get rid of McDermott, who won basically about 75% of his games.
Yeah,
as a head coach, that's not good enough. Like Nebraska did with Frank Solich.
I'm not sold on
playing in a national title game, going 9-2 that year. You couldn't beat Miami. Nobody could beat Miami that year. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to fire your ass. And we've had like 3 winning seasons since 2000. Now you get rid of that guy, and you hire an offensive coordinator who was in the booth.
Right.
That called the same 6 plays all year long. He called 6 different plays all year long. No imagination offensively, hanging it all on Allen's shoulders.
Yep.
He called the same 6 to 8 sets and plays all year long. That's your new head coach. Good freaking luck.
Good luck. Jesse Minter, too, in the Ravens. I don't know. I mean, new guy, kind of thing.
I don't know much. I don't have any opinion on that yet.
We'll see how he plays out. Like, nobody knew who the hell Ben Johnson was either until he got a job as an OC. Clint Kubiak, the Raiders just, man, don't expect much. I tried to have this conversation with a Raider fan the other day at a bar. I'm like, you can't expect anything for the next 5 years, bro. Or at least for real, the next 2.
Well, they're going to throw Mendoza to the Wolves right out of the gate. They're going to ruin him. That's the Cleveland Brown experiment.
Yep.
First pick in the draft, get the best quarterback every year. We get the shit beat out of him the entire season, and the guy's worthless as tits on a board the rest of his career. That's what's going to happen to Mendoza.
The sooner he can get out of that contract and to the next place is where he'll be better.
Yeah.
Like he'll have to get out of there early and often.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they got no running game. You got Brock Bowers at tight end, and what else you got?
Crosby's gone.
But they don't have any offensive line.
They don't have any defense either.
No. They got no time for the quarterback to even do anything. You got no time to develop a running game. Your defense is trash. I mean, trash. And
it's going to be trash. Every time you get the ball, you're 3 and out.
Yeah.
I don't give a rat's ass if you got Warren Sapp, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, tired. Don Cherry. Go down the freaking list. I don't give it. Jack Ham, Jack Lambert. When you go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, keep handing it to your defense, they get worn down. They can't. Second half, you just get blown out. I
hope Robert Saleh gets a good shake in Tennessee. I do, because he got screwed over. I think the Jets are a shit show as an organization.
Yeah.
So he went back to San Francisco, where he's a defensive coordinator whenever he wants. I think he's a good coach. He's a Michigan guy. He's from Detroit, man. I mean, you root for the dude.
Gotta get the Michigan shit in there.
Had to.
He's a Detroit guy. Dearborn, Michigan. Shout out.
By the way, nice showing by your Spartans the other night against
I can't
Michigan.
stand you guys. I hate Tuesdays. I'm telling you.
I love attacking you on Tuesdays.
Team total on that bad boy.
I text Tony, or he texted me, and I text him. I go, Spartans by double digits. He's like, easy, cowboy. And I knew right away I was screwed. I knew right away. I was like, there's $200 you're never going to get back, Leonard. So
well,
that was a brutal beat.
I had one dog tonight. I put it out on the video. But if those of you that don't watch the video, St. Bonnie's plus 8.5 against Dayton. I mean, I watched, first of all, just speaking about the A-10 in general, if you're not looking at St. Louis right now as a contender, you're out of your freaking mind. But 102-71, Dayton at St. Louis on Saturday. They got beat by 31 points. They've lost 4 in a row. If you take a look at their metrics on offense, St. Bonnie's is better.
Right.
I'm just saying 8.5 is too many in that game. I'm not. And the one thing about it, if you start handicapping season-long stats right now in college basketball, you're stupid. You got to just start doing last 5 games.
Yep.
You got to look at right here, right now. These teams are cyclical. They've gone through ups. They've gone through downs. The good teams, the cream is going to rise to the top this time of year. The Kansases of the world, Bill Self's got them playing. They got Peterson involved. Great come-from-behind win last night. But earlier this year, I wouldn't have bet Kansas on the road at Texas Tech if my ass was on the line. But now I will.
I free played it.
Yeah, there you go. I take a look at St. Bonnie tonight. And by the way, my Twitter got hacked. Too. I've been telling people on the videos to follow me on Twitter at TGeorgeCapper. I said, if you follow me, I will give you free plays only available on Twitter.
I like it.
I started that last week. In 7 days, I've given you 5 plays for free. You're 5-0.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Okay, so it pays to follow. So there it is right there in the below.
Right there, follow.
I went from 11,000 followers to 250 overnight.
There you go.
I can't get my old one back. So
there you go. I kind of like that NC State game, SMU.
Who do you like?
I like NC State.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I lean that way, but I tiptoe.
Where's that number at right now?
Let's see.
NC State is you have to have your A game to beat them.
Yeah, I'm looking at this Miami, Ohio, Buffalo game right now.
2.5.
And when are they going to lose? Are they going to lose? I don't know.
No, dude, I would run right through it again. Buffalo just lost outright. They got blown out against Ohio in their most.
I know.
I think this is another front. Miami, Ohio's blowing everyone out. They're 22-0. The line is 4.5, which this line should have been like 7.5, 8 points. It makes absolutely zero sense. But the total at 164.5 gives us that incentive that a lot of points are going to be scored in this game. Who's going to be scoring the points? I believe it's going to be Miami, Ohio. So I think this is a trap that you run right through with the public. I think the public cashes on this one, so I'd lay it.
I almost pulled a premium on that one, and then I wouldn't even put it out for free because I didn't want to look like a freaking square laying 4.5 when they just begging you to take them.
Of course.
35 years I've done that before, and then you're a professional handicapper. How the hell did you take Miami of Ohio knowing it was a trap line? You stupid MF. You blah, 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 blah. Yeah, shut up. Go bet your $25 parlay card at Arizona.
Oh, my God.
Hey, leave Arizona Charlie's out of this. Nice establishment. It's some good games.
Drinks for happy hour.
There's always a good happy hour. $1.99 margarita.
I went down there slumming for free drinks before.
Hell yeah. Tony, what do you got going on at the site tonight before we bounce out of here? Tell everybody again.
3-pack in college basketball, a 4-unit NHL play, and a 2-pack on the prop market in the NBA props. Go get them.
There you go. Griffin, what do you got going on?
I've got a 7-unit in college hoops tonight. As mentioned, 7-3 in my last 10 games for about $1,400 in profit. 7-unit winner in the UFC on Saturday. Last night I had an NBA 7-unit with the Pacers, so we cashed that as well. We are hot across all cylinders. That play goes off tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern time. So looking forward to that one, Lenny.
Oh, I forgot to mention one other thing. Don't like golf. Don't like watching privileged guys hitting a little white ball on television, with Jim Nance calling the shots. Who gives a shit? I'm unbeaten so far this year in PGA picks. Unbeaten. You writing that down? You're
Write that down.
plus like $2,000 over the last 2 weeks for a $100 player. I'm betting 5 times that. Do the math.
Right.
Phoenix Waste Management Open this week. One of the best tournaments to watch. That's the one with the stadium 16th hole where they're all screaming during the.
They're all drinking.
Nonetheless, I put my head-to-head picks out after the cut on Saturday and Sunday. They're $25. Be there or be square.
There you go. It's a great way to use that free 60. It's a great way to use that free $60.
Absolutely.
Try it out, make some money. I mean, you ain't got to watch it to, make some money.
That's the fun part, man. That's the fun part. Yeah,
that's the best part about it.
We're just making money living.
I don't do UFC stuff. I don't watch it anymore. I gave it up like 3 years ago. If Griff's got a big bet, I just call Griff up. I go, who's your freaking 8-unit on? Who's your 7-unit? He just texts it to me. I just bet it. Get up the next day, boom, money in the account.
That's the fun part. There's nothing better. Waking up in the morning, didn't even watch it.
Sweat it out, nothing.
Oh, yeah, waking cash. I like that. DocSports.com/free 60s where you can try these guys out. Tony George, Griffin Murphy. I'm Detroit Lenny with Doc Sports. We appreciate everybody. Look at Adrian likes station casinos, right? When he's in Vegas, right? Next year we capping pickleball. Don't hate on pickleball.
I love it.
I can't play it, but don't think I got lines on Russian table tennis. Good luck unless you're against us. We'll see you on the next one.